Stage of the historic Mother Church, the Ryman Auditorium. Elizabeth Cook, welcome.
Thank you. Hey, Bill.
Aftermath. It is finally here.
Yes.
How many years since the last album? 4 years?
What year is it? 20?
2020.
4.
You and I made a reference to 20 years. That's when we first met 20 years ago when you debuted on St. Patrick's Day at the Grand Ole Opry.
Wow.
We'll get back to more on that in just a little bit.
Well, you remember it better than I do. I was like, my head was blown up.
What did you mean when you said when you recorded this album, you were finally off the chain?
I really came into it with, a maturity and a freedom and a trust from people around me artistically, and I called all the shots. I called the shots that also assigned people to call the shots, depending on what I felt they were good at. But really got to do it how I wanted to do it. So anything I don't like about it, I have to take. I can't blame somebody down on Music Row for doing me wrong this time.
Because you address heartbreak and addiction, death and resurrection, and all this in your personal life. This isn't somebody sitting around trying to find a place to go or what do I write about today or I'm in this sort of mood or that's what.
Yeah, I never have that problem.
This is Elizabeth Cook on display. Mm-hmm. And in many cases in your deepest, darkest time.
Yeah. Well, I feel like people need a musical companion to that because I'm not the only one. And these types of tragedies and moments in life don't discriminate. So anybody that is having that moment, regardless of what theirs looks like, if they can have a musical friend and an album they can put on that helps them sort of bleed out some of those problems and even find humor and find light and hope, then that's my job.
You chose Butch Walker.
Yeah.
He kind of chose you. He was a radio show fan from Sirius XM and Apron Strings.
Yes.
And he said he had actually texted you that he was a fan and he didn't hear back. Time passes. The audience will know him from everybody from Taylor Swift and Avril Lavigne to Green Day. Raylan Baxter, one of your favorites.
Oh, yeah, I came back at him. I was like, hey, sorry I didn't respond to your DM.
I meant to hit you back.
Just seeing it from 2 years ago. And but if you're like making records right now and have any time, I'd love to talk to you about it.
What I read that he said was that he wanted you to send him some stuff. And you said, no, I'm getting on a plane and coming to you. And he said, I like moxie. And she had moxie. It's like, no, I'm not just, I want you to hear me play them and then see what you think you could do with them. Yeah,
there's just nuances that get stripped away, and nuances are everything for what, like a producer that I was after, that's what they do. It goes beyond just being in charge of making sure everything is organized and recorded well and on time and all those things. Somebody that was really going to hear the songs and have an idea to where they're almost like the fifth Beatle, they're another musician, they're another part of the band, and he was.
So what was the working relationship like when you actually started recording? How did it go down?
Well, it's my band on the album, Gravy. So me and Gravy flew to LA. We got a bed and breakfast together and we sort of set up shop and we all stayed together and it was awesome. Butch would tell us a call time for the next day, usually around midday. And he would come in the next morning when we would meet him and play what he had done the night before on what we had tracked right before we left, and mind's blown every time. I was just so excited. The first thing he played for us was Bones, and I don't know what some of those sounds are still, but I just liked it. I liked it a lot.
Stay right there. I'll be back with more from Elizabeth Cook in a moment.
Hey, I'm Lauren Elena.
Hey, I'm Riley Green.
Hey, I'm Tennille Townsend.
Join Circle All Access's Facebook group.
You'll be glad you did.
You know, I think you're probably the only person that could get me out and about fishing.
Welcome back. This is Circle Sessions. I'm Bill Cody with Elizabeth Cook. What are some of the significant locations that we actually see?
Oh, in the Bones video?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we went to New Orleans and we basically trespassed all day. We started out at sunrise in some sand dunes where they dredge and they dump the sand, and we filmed there. And then we went to an abandoned school that was a gorgeous old New Orleans
I wasn't sure if it was a school or a hospital.
It could have been all those things at some time. Who knows?
But you
could feel you could feel the souls around there. And then we went to an abandoned power plant that basically is a museum for graffiti artists. And then we went back to the power plant at night and just shot outside. And so that's the phases of what you see in the Bones video.
Please buckle up, because it is on right now. The debut on Circle Television of Bones from Elizabeth Cook in her album Aftermath. How long again did it take you from start to finish, as far as the time period to shoot that?
We shot it in a day. I mean, I got up
in a single day.
I was up in hair and makeup at 3 a.m. and we were on set, I think 5:30 or 6 a.m. for sunrise. And we probably wrapped, I don't know, 10, 11 that night. I don't really remember. I get in the groove and time goes away.
It's
but
amazing
we did
how much you could
stop
accomplish.
And eat a fat plate of fried oysters. It was awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, I reward myself with food. So yeah, it was a long day, but we shot it in one day.
There's more where this came from. Back with Elizabeth Cook after this.
Welcome to Reflections from the Circle. Charlie, welcome.
Thank you, Eddie. I am not really cut out for that. I'm cut out to entertain. I'm cut out to be on stage.
Charlie, what motivates you?
I had this thing in my mind, devil went down to Georgia. That's all I had. I haven't tuned, I haven't anything.
There's a lot that goes into your makeup.
That's just how it is with me. That's how it's always been with me.
Hey, I'm Jamie Daly.
I'm Lauren Elena.
Bobby Bones here.
Want to watch Circle?
Circle's gotten smarter. We're now on smart TVs.
Circle is now on Roku, Vizio Watch Free, Zoom Mode, and Samsung TV Plus.
Go to circleallaccess.com/watch to find out all of the new ways you can watch Circle. circleallaccess.com/watch.
Check it out. There's more info there too.
See you there.
Welcome back to the Circle Sessions. I'm Bill Cody with Elizabeth Cook. We're at the Ryman Auditorium. Would a girl in 2000 on the stage of the Grand Ole Opry for her debut ever have dreamed that this 20-year journey you have been on would culminate with this project in a studio on the Pacific Ocean, overlooking the Pacific in Santa Monica?
No.
What were you thinking 20 years ago as that artist standing on stage?
You know, Nashville was super different. People barely had cell phones. It was just a completely different world. The music industry was a different world. So, you know, I was signed to a major label really quick. There was sort of one visual pathway that you had a career that I was aware of. And that slowly changed. And as I saw that they wanted really specific things from me at that point in time for their business. And I wasn't into providing those specific things as much. I tried, but I was just always a little too edgy and a little too quirky and a little too direct, maybe. I'm not in a room with two other people writing a directive about this topic that day because that's what radio wants. I don't do that. You know, there's people that have a lot of success with that, and I'm just not one of them. I was writing songs like Dolly, Did You Go Through This? All about like handsy men, and it was 2000. You don't get away with that. I wrote Balls to Be a Woman, which I could not do on the Opry until Jeannie Seely celebrated 50 years on the Opry, and then I got to do it. But, which I thought was super fair.
She has broken a lot of ground at the Grand Ole Opry,
like,
in general and especially for women.
Right.
So God bless Jeannie Seely.
Yes, what a hero.
It's good, though, that you recognize that early on, that, hey, this isn't, because it would be easy to feel the pressure to fit in and to belong. Of
course, everybody wants that. And it was not, it didn't feel that early on. It was a 5 or 6 year process of being tied up in record deals, one after another, publishing deals, one after another. I feel like the industry kept seeing maybe some talent in me because they kept either that or they were looking for like a tax shelter. I don't know, but they kept me in the game. They kept me in the game. And I stayed in the game and I really tried. I was a good girl, you know. But then there started to be a pathway for artists like what you've seen Jason Isbell do, and Chris Stapleton, and Tyler Childers, and Margot Price, and that has been in some ways paved by Lucinda Williams, Steve Earle, and the folks that have come before them, Guy Clark, Rodney Crowell. So that was when I set my sights on that, I opened for Todd Snyder to like 400 crazy people in a park in Wilmington, North Carolina, and he stood there with nothing but an acoustic guitar and threw a party and said exactly what was on his mind. And I thought, that's for me. So that's what I've set to work towards.
You actually have a song on this album with your father in mind. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Daddy, I got love for you. And a lot of the album, I feel like, is to my parents that are no longer with us. And that was a song that I had chunks of it that came to me over probably 10 years. And finally, one day, they all came together, and I wrote the verses around it. But it's sort of like finding myself in my adult life and reflecting back on him and the things that he taught me.
Tell us about Wildwood. It's got such an interesting name, and I lived near there for a couple of years when I was in radio in Orlando before moving on to San Antonio and coming to Nashville.
Wow.
But Wildwood, great football. They're known for football, for sure.
Great football, great cheerleaders.
Hey-oh!
We play a role. Come on. I rooted my team home to victory many a night. Yeah, Wildwood is not in a lot of people's awareness, a place like Wildwood when they think of Florida. Wildwood is a very flat, sandy, scrubby, saw palmetto, palm trees, live oaks, Spanish moss, cowboys, cows, watermelon fields. Everybody works in agriculture. That's the main industry there. Not so much anymore. Now the villages are there, but that whole area was part of a 35,000-acre ranch that was the first ranch ever in America. So there's still a deep cowboy culture there. And so I grew up in that country music and fishing and big, huge pastures of land with cattle and any kind of produce you can think of that we could grow in that hot, sandy soil. Working the watermelons and cantaloupes in the summertime. All the kids in school did.
Then you're on the David Letterman show in New York. How did that come about?
Well, the call came completely out of the blue.
Now, what were you doing when this happened? What was going on in your career?
I had actually gone down to the beach to my brother's in Florida around Daytona. In the first 24 hours of being there, I got a call from my manager that the Late Show had called and wanted to book me. This could not have been more out of the blue. If you watch the YouTube clip of that, I was absolutely, in the first few seconds at least, mortified and not sure that I wasn't being made fun of. I didn't understand it. But Dave is so great at setting people at ease. He did that immediately, and we had a great exchange, and we have a friendship that endures to this day.
So, but you don't always get a chair segment. You're not guaranteed a chair segment, right? After you perform?
The first time I didn't play.
Okay.
He just wanted to talk to me. He had heard me on Sirius XM and wanted to talk to me.
Do you realize how thick your accent is?
I don't. And I forget. I really forget. And my manager told me one time that the main question she gets about me is if my accent is real or not. And I don't know. I'm like, I would not fake this. I'm not sure it's really helped that much in the end.
Yeah, because a voice like that, there was a time when it wouldn't have made the cut in being a radio host.
Right.
And here you are with apron strings, and people absolutely adore you. You've got a cult following. How did Sirius XM and a chance to host come into your life?
I was on a promo tour for the Balls album that came out in 2007, and the program director there, Jeremy Tepper, interviewed me for Sirius XM's Outlaw Country, and they were in the market for a female voice on the channel and someone that would sound authentic to and related somehow to the music that they knew. And so they were auditioning people, and people were, and I didn't know anything about it. And he asked me to read into a song as an audition, just in case. I was like, I don't really think I want to do that. That's not for me. And he said, well, just pretend, do it like you would do it, and then we'll have it, and then you can think about it. And I was like, okay. So the next song was a Luke the Drifter song, which is Hank Williams' alter ego. Yeah. So I knew the song. And I was able to quote a Luke the Drifter lyric, my favorite, the dirt's so dry, hard and yeller, you got to sit on a sack of fertilizer to raise an umbrella. So I quoted that, and I think it was super impressive, and they really wanted me to do it after that. Yeah. I said, I'll do 1 day a week, and that turned into 2 days a week, and that quickly turned into 5 days a week.
Did you realize how difficult it is being on that side of the mic as a host versus being where I've been all these years with you on the other side, being the interviewer versus the interviewee?
Yes, and I hope you have a a great therapist or some good friends, support. I recently interviewed the Chicks, and they would talk to two people on SiriusXM, Howard Stern and me, and that was it. That was going to be their promo with SiriusXM. So I interviewed the Chicks over Zoom for SiriusXM, and it was wild. And I was super nervous and super scared, and I probably should have called you.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back, and I promise it'll be worth the wait. Brand new music from Elizabeth Cook coming up next.
Next week on Songs from the Cellar, Craig Wiseman. Ba 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 ba. That did just Bobby with an eye.
You know, all the streaming stuff now, they're trying to even actually get away from genres. They just want to call it moods. They put a song out, and people just go, oh, that makes me feel like a party. I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds.
Songs from the Cellar. It's gonna be great.
We're here at the famous Wild Horse Saloon. Tonight we'll look at not just one Western, but many. I'm your host, Jamie Daly. Welcome to Circle's Western Movie Nights. Where I come from.
Hi y'all, it's Lauren Elena, and I'm super excited to be hosting Jesus Calling, Stories of Faith on the Circle TV network. We're going to be talking to people from all walks of life about their heartaches, their victories, their joy, and their pain, and how their faith kept them going through it all. You don't want to miss it. Sundays on Circle TV this fall. See you there.
Welcome back to Circle Sessions with Elizabeth Cook. Upstream with Elizabeth Cook, your fishing show.
How about that?
The media mogul that you have become.
What?
Tell me about your fishing excursions with Cam and Jimmy Allen and Shooter Jennings and Pam Tillis, Margot Price, your East Nashville neighbor.
Right.
How did this come into your life, and what goes on during the course that we will see this fall of an episode of Upstream?
Wow. Well, I mean, I didn't ever think I could get paid to go fishing, but I've been trying for a long time. So I talked about it so much and it finally manifested with Catherine Russ, producer, and she came to me and she was producing content, and she said, do you still want to do that fishing show? I was like, yeah, I want to do a fishing show. It's so easy and fun. It's just delightful. I love getting to know people through some other activity that's kind of happening, because I think it kind of puts people, the guard comes down. Yeah, well, and there's real conversation. So sometimes we catch fish, sometimes I catch like a large log or stick. All those things happen, and I get to really have a bonding experience with a lot of interesting people.
I got to preview a couple of the shows. Cam caught her first fish with you.
She did.
While pregnant.
Yes.
She has since, of course, had the baby.
She's a haul. She was 5 months pregnant, so we got her a pickle at the bait shop. And we had that on hand, and we did need it. And I had made what's the drink? There's usually a cocktail involved of some sort. So I had made the michelada with tomatoes and beer, you know. And she had some sips on that. keep her sodium right, our electrolytes right, out on the water. I grew up fishing, and so to get to do it as part of, you know, my entertainment set that I provide is really a cool opportunity.
And Shooter tells this story about Waylon got his ear pierced, the king of the outlaws, in the mall at Claire's?
Right.
Is that one of the stories you got out in an interview?
Yes, and I completely about fell off my stool. He said, we were at the bar by this time, so he said that, you know, he had started coming of age where he had gotten his ears pierced and some tattoos and stuff, and Waylon, being like a good dad, wanted to bond with his son and wasn't really sure how to do it or where to go, but he thought, you know, he didn't want a tattoo, but he would get his ears pierced, and so he didn't know where to go, so he went to Claire's in the mall, and probably like some 17-year-old little girl amongst like Hello Kitty displays pierced, you know, the ear of the king of outlaw country music, Waylon Jennings.
That is a wonderful story, and it's those kind of stories that Elizabeth Cook can can get in her interviews that nobody else can. And it's Upstream with Elizabeth Cook this fall on the Circle Television Network. That's where we are right now. And you got your guitar.
I do.
What about 2 chords and a lie?
Yeah.
Would you do it for us today as
I
we
will.
get ready
I
to
will.
wrap up here?
I will. Thank you.
2 chords and a lie. Is that so wrong? You wanna tell the same old joke, just put it in a song. 'Cause time is shy and life is long. That's why it hurts so bad when a lover moves on. Ode to the girls who don't marry well. They walk their man through a private hell. Some break hearts and they finally leave, but some they can't and they're never free. 2 chords and a lie. Is that so wrong? You wanna tell the same old joke, just put it in a song. 'Cause time is shy and life is long. That's why it hurts so bad when a lover moves on. She knows the words to Strawberry Wine. It's a friendly reminder of how love is blind. And you might find her buried alive with a hand reaching up at your local dive. 2 chords and a lie. Is that so wrong? If you wanna tell that same old joke, just put it in a song. 'Cause time is shy and life is long. That's why it hurts so bad when a lover moves on. That's why it hurts so bad when a lover moves on.
Elizabeth Cook, you have come through a lot of darkness, but what a bright light you are. Baby, keep on shining. Hear me?
Thank you, Bill. You got it.
Thank you for joining me here. In Aftermath from Elizabeth Cook. Vinyl is final. You get it on vinyl, too. It is available wherever you buy or download music from the historic Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Bill Cody. This is the Circle Sessions.
on me. I'm just the one he says went crazy on him. That's just what he does. But once upon a time I was the next girl. I've been where you're at. You overlook a lot when he looks like that. And charm your mama with that smile. Hide the red flags for a little while. I bet you probably met him at a bar. Let him walk into your car. I bet he said he never falls this hard. Yeah, I remember that part. He knows how to say all the right things. Knows how to get you out of that dress. Knows how to make you think you're the best thing. But I know what happens next, girl. Hey, next girl, you think that you know better. Maybe the last girl was just a little bitter and jaded. Yeah, there ain't no doubt. But if he ever talks about the ex-girl, she tried like hell. It was too late to save herself. So now she's just trying to help the next girl. And I bet you probably met him at a bar. Let him walk into your car. I bet he said he never falls this hard. Yeah, I remember that part. He knows how to say all the right things. Knows how to get you out of that dress. Knows how to make you think you're the best thing. But I know what happens next. You're gonna think it's all your fault. It's just a switch that he turns on. He'll make you think it's love, but I promise you it's not. Oh no, it's not. No. Oh, and I bet you probably met him at a bar. Let him walk into your car. I bet he said he never falls this hard. Yeah, I remember that part. He knows how to say all the right things. Knows how to get you out of that dress. Knows how to make you think you were the best thing. But I know what happens next, girl.
A great way to start our Saturday night right here on Opry Live. That's the sweet sound of Carly Pearce. Here also tonight, the legendary Jeannie Seely. Josh Turner's bringing that low voice of his to the stage. And tonight, Niko Moon is making his Opry debut. It's going to be great. Guys, what's up? I'm Bobby Bones, backstage here, keeping it safe, while the audience is out there keeping it safe. That's right, I said audience. Last week, 500 lucky people got tickets to come and safely watch the show. And there's another 800 of you guys out there right now. And that's thanks to the tremendous help from Vanderbilt Medical Center and the Nashville Public Health Department. Also, a big shout out to all you guys watching Roku channel, Samsung TV Plus, Vizio Free Watch, and Zumo. Circle's now with you guys. So if it's your first time watching us, welcome to Circle. All right, well, somewhere out there is an old video with a very young Carly Pearce predicting someday she'll be performing on the Opry stage. Turns out she was right. She was very right, because tonight is her 76th appearance. Here again is Carly Pearce.
Welcome to the Grand Ole Opry. I am so excited to be here and so excited to get to see so many lovely faces in here tonight. This is my 76th performance, but tonight is all about firsts. And this is going to be my first time to sing this song for an audience since it went #1 this year. And a few weeks ago, I got to join my buddy Luke Combs and announce the CMA Award nominees on this very stage. And this is the first time that I get to say this little song is nominated 4 times this year. I am so excited. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for taking this song for Lee Bryce and I all the way to #1. This is I Hope You're Happy Now.
It's all on me, it's my mistake. I said I don't love you a little too late, but I guess there ain't ever a right time. And I don't know why it's called a goodbye. Mama slammed the door with another never. But I promise you it's for the better. I hope you find what you were looking for. I hope your heart ain't hurting anymore. And you get moving on, I'll figure it out. And you don't hate me somehow, 'cause I hope you're happy now. Yeah. All right, here comes Lee Bryce's part. And who knew this heart could break, this heart or love like ours could fall apart without so much as a warning. Well, I thought that I was what you wanted, but I guess you found what you were looking for. And I guess my heart ain't worth it anymore. I'm a wreck, I'm a mess, and I ain't got nothing left. So I hope you're happy now. Y'all say hi to Nick Scala. I hope you find what you were looking for. And I guess my heart ain't worth it anymore. We'll get moving on, I'll figure it out. And you don't hate me somehow. I'm a wreck, I'm a mess, and I ain't got nothing. So I hope you're happy now. Happy now. I know, I hope you're happy now. Thank you so much.
Tonight's Opry performance is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Let's get back to nature.
Hello to all of my live streamers and all of my people here in the house at the Grand Ole Opry. Woo! Right as we were counting down and I was coming on, I heard someone shout, "Amazing!" to Carly Pearce, which is so true because she is amazing. And how amazing to be celebrating with her tonight on that song going #1 and being nominated 4 times for a CMA. So incredible. My name's Natalie Stovall, and I get the pleasure of hanging out with all of my live streamers and all of my party peoples here in the Opry House while TV and radio are at their commercial breaks. But we have some very exciting things happening tonight. All of my people here in the house already know the secrets, but for you guys out there in live stream land, we are going to have another Opry's Extra segment tonight. It is extra special because it's going to be with our girl Carly Pearce. She's going to be playing an extra song or two. I'm going to be chatting with her. And so for all of you that are out there in the live stream world, just go to circleallaccess.com, scroll for that Opry Extras banner, and click on Register and Watch so that you can join us. And y'all here, just stay in your seats, and you get to see the whole dang thing. It's pretty great. It's like dinner and a show, but it's a show and a show. That's what it is. So it's great. All right. And also for you guys out there in the live stream world, you want to be where everybody here is tonight, right? We went from 500 people last week, and they did so great with their masks and socially distancing that we got to have 800 people tonight. We've got peeps up in the balcony tonight. That's one of my favorite spots to be to watch the Grand Ole Opry. And so if you go to Opry.com, you can get yourself a ticket and be one of these special peoples here. And if you're here, then just go to Opry.com and get yourself another ticket. It's great. I already saw my friend Edward, who's here two weeks in a row. I feel like I need to congratulate everybody that got a ticket because they're hard to come by, you know. But this is such an exciting evening, and I can't wait to hang out with Carly after the show. That's going to be awesome. We have all kinds of details to talk to her about. But right now, I'm going to throw it to my good friend who is backstage right now, Mr. Bobby Bones.
Welcome back to Opry Live. This next artist is a Georgia original. He's got a unique sound with both urban Atlanta and rural Douglasville baked deeply into it. But most importantly, he's the guy you want to hear when your day is hectic. He's got an easy smile, he's got a feel-good soul to his music. His Opry debut was originally scheduled for April 14th, but was postponed until tonight. But the best things in life are worth waiting for. Here we go, making his Opry debut. Here is Niko Moon.
Oh my goodness. How y'all doing? It feels so good to see some people not inside of a screen. Wow, there isn't really any words to really express what I'm feeling right now. It kind of goes beyond words, but it's a good feeling, I'll say that. I originally moved here 4 years ago as a songwriter, and I've been lucky enough to have some songs that I've written be cut by some of my favorite country artists. So I thought it might be fun for my first song that I play to play a song that I wrote for somebody else. I wrote this song right here for the Zac Brown Band. It's called Homegrown. I wrote it about my hometown. Here we go, yo. See, I got a piece of land out in the countryside. Lay back and smell the sun, warm up that Georgia pine. And it feels so good to be taking it easy. Why would I ever leave? 'Cause I know I got some good friends that live down the street. I got a good-looking woman with her arms around me. Here in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need. Nothing that I don't. Homegrown. Homegrown. Yeah, we get a fire going down by the riverside. Sip whiskey out the bottle, living like we'll never die. Come on and stay a while. If you don't believe me, why would I ever leave? 'Cause I know I got some good friends that live down the street. I got a good-looking woman with her arms around me. Here in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need and nothing that I don't. Homegrown. Homegrown. Homegrown, yeah. Homegrown. And it's the way that you carry from the things you think you want. It's the way that you carry from the things you think you want. But I got everything I need, nothing that I don't. I got everything I need, nothing that I don't. I got everything I need, nothing that I don't. I got everything I need, and nothing that I don't. Homegrown. Help me out with that, y'all. Homegrown. Sound good? Homegrown. Homegrown. Yeah, yeah. All right. I'm getting the jitters out of me, y'all. Thank you so much. It's crazy because it's just a circle of wood. You know, There's nothing really special about it as far as the wood goes, but it is. It's like the most special thing in country music at the same time because of who stood on it. Every country artist who ever meant something to me, who's ever influenced me, stood right here. And it's an unbelievable feeling to be asked to walk inside this circle. They gave me a little tour earlier and asked if I wanted to step in the circle, but I said I didn't want to until I played. That's bad mojo right there. You don't get in the circle unless you play. This song right here is my very first single. It's on radio right now. I hope y'all like it, y'all. This song's called Good Time. Goes a little something like this. We just trying to catch a good time, even if it takes all night. Pass that bottle around the campfire, sipping apple pie moonshine. Yeah, we picking on them guitars just right. Everybody singing Dixieland delight, like a bobber on a wet line. We just trying to catch a good time. 80 degrees and the sun ain't even out. We got a spot a couple miles out of town. When that moon comes up, you know it's going down. We got them folding chairs leaning way back. No other plans other than to relax. We ain't worried about tomorrow from where we at. 'Cause we just trying to catch a good time, even if it takes all night. Pass that bottle around the campfire, sipping apple pie moonshine. Yeah, we picking on them guitars just right. Everybody singing Dixieland delight, like a bobber on a wet line. We just trying to catch a good time. Way down here we all got that southern drawl. We take our time when we talking, hey y'all. Yeah, it don't take much for us to have it all. Just something about a night this clear makes your problems disappear. So we just gonna stay right here and let the world go by. 'Cause we just trying to catch a good time, even if it takes all night. Pass that bottle around the campfire, sipping apple pie moonshine. Yeah, we picking on them guitars just right. Everybody singing Dixieland delight, like a bobber on a wet line. We just trying to catch a good time. Just something about a night this clear makes your problems disappear. So we just gonna stay right here and let the world go by. We just trying to catch a good time, even if it takes all night. Pass that bottle around the campfire, sipping apple pie moonshine. Yeah, we picking on them guitars just right. Everybody singing Dixieland delight, like a bobber on a wet line. We just trying to catch a good time. Yeah, we trying to catch a good time. Good time. Yeah, we trying to catch a good time. A good time. Yeah, we trying to catch a good time. There we go. Good time. Yeah, we trying to catch a good time. Sound good? Good time. Yeah, we trying to catch a good time. Yeah, good time. Yeah, we trying to catch a good time. A good time. Thank y'all so much. One of the greatest honors of my life is to play right here, y'all. So thank y'all for being a part of my debut. Best feeling in the world. Love y'all.
How amazing is Niko Moon? He is a good friend. He sure knows how to have a good time. I'm so happy for him, and I'm so glad to be here as part of his debut here at the Grand Ole Opry. The very first time that I got to write with him, it was the first time I met him, and I remember going over to his house, and I knocked on the door. He opened the door with that cool hat on, and he had some cool necklaces and jewelry, and he just has this really cool vibe about him. And he opened the door, and I thought, this is gonna be a good day. And what a songwriter he is. He's written so many hits, but how cool to see him doing his own thing tonight. We want to make sure we give a big shout out to our partners at Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Y'all know the drill on the live stream, and you know the drill here in the house too. I know you do. When you get outdoors, which is what they encourage us to do more of, take a photo of what you're doing, whatever it is. Give us some ideas of what you're up to, even if it's just sipping a latte outside right now. Take a picture and post it, and when you do so, use the hashtag #BackToNature and tag Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's. Give us some good ideas. We got to soak up the last little bit of this good weather while we still have it. We also have Circle available in so many more places than ever before. The best part about what I'm going to say as I read through the list is that it's all free. It's all free. It's all ways that you can catch Circle in your area. So you can get it on your smart TVs. If you have a Roku, you can get it on the Roku channel. If you have a Samsung TV, you can get it on the Samsung TV Plus. If you have a Vizio TV, they have Vizio Free Watch. See what they did there? If you have the Zumo app, you can watch Circle basically anywhere. You can get it on your phone or on your favorite smart device. It doesn't really matter. Just watch Circle. That's the point. Also, we have a birthday in the house. Nancy is here with her daughter and sister for her 77th birthday. Where is Nancy? I don't know where Nancy is, but happy birthday, Nancy. 77. What a way to celebrate here at the Grand Ole Opry. Oh, are we pointing? We're pointing. Yay! Hi, Nancy. All right, I got to throw it back over to my good friend who is backstage, Mr. Bobby Bones. Give it up, y'all.
Welcome back to Opry Live. Guys, Bobby Bones here. I got to admit, I've been hitting the outdoors thing pretty hard lately. I've been kayaking, I've been scuba diving, I've been horseback riding, and you know what? Every week I feel more refreshed and more relaxed. So when Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's suggest that everyone get outside, they know what they're talking about. So go ahead and do it. Post a photo of what you're doing outdoors using the hashtag #BackToNature. Now, our next artist is probably one of the main pillars of the Opry. She is known as Miss Country Soul, but I'm going to let someone else introduce her to you. Someone who has a special place for her in her heart. Here again is Carly Pearce.
If you know about me, then you know how much I love this next lady. She just told me backstage that this is her 53rd year as a member of the Grand Ole Opry. And you guys are in for a real treat. She's going to sing all about, the first of the Opry tonight. Her very first single, Don't Touch Me, which she won a Grammy for. And y'all, I've held it. It's really heavy. And I love this lady with all of my heart, and she's actually one of my neighbors. So she's been getting me into the Grand Ole Opry long before I got to sing on the stage. So y'all, make a huge Opry welcome to my very good friend, Miss Jeannie Seely.
Your hand is like a torch each time you touch me. The look in your eye pulls me apart. Don't open the door to heaven if I can't come in. Don't touch me if you don't me, sweetheart. Your kiss is like a drink when I'm thirsty. Oh, and I'm thirsty for you with all my heart. But don't love me or then act as though we've never kissed. Don't touch me if you don't love me, sweetheart. Don't give me something, oh, that you might take away. To have you, oh, then lose you would be smart on my part. Don't open the door to heaven if I can't come in. Don't touch me if you don't love me, sweetheart. No, don't touch me if you don't love me, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, it's so great to be here and great to see all of you here. And thank you, Carly Pearce, sweet girl, for that wonderful introduction. And you know, just listening to Niko and Carly, and if you're worried about country music in the future, they got it. Don't you think we got this taken care of, you know? As she told you, I've been here 53 years this year. You know, no, it's okay. They just tell you that so it gives you a little clue how old I am, you know. But I just want you to know I'm still wearing the same earrings I wore in high school. But I was joking with some friends a few months back, and I said, yeah, I've been here so long. I said, the only way they're going to get rid of me is to shut the whole place down. And then they did. What are y'all laughing about? They wouldn't let y'all back in either. So. But we're back tonight, and it's so good to have all of you here. Yeah, I have been here a long time. I've been there, and I've done this, and I got the shirt to prove it. So. Anyway, we got a brand new album on Curb Records, and this is the first cut. I hope you like it. It's called So Far, So Good, kids. Darling, we met, I don't regret one single step we've made. We're taking it slow, 'cause we both know that's the way to make love stay. 'Cause people who rush in find it's a crush when it don't turn out like it should. So we'll stay where we are, 'cause we like it so far, so far, so good. We both feel the passion inside, and our love is easy to see. Taking one step at a time. We'll know if it's meant to be. 'Cause people who rush in find it's a crush when it don't turn out like it should. So we'll stay where we are 'cause we like it so far. So far, so good. Here's Kenny and Ayman on these twin fiddles, yeah. We both feel the passion inside, and our love is easy to see. Taking one step at a time, we'll know if it's meant to be. 'Cause people who rush in find it's a crush when it don't turn out like it should. So we'll stay where we are 'cause we like it so far. So far, so good. Thank you so much and welcome back to the Grand Ole Opry.
We're here at the famous Wild Horse Saloon. Tonight we'll look at not just one Western, but many. I'm your host, Jamie Daly. Welcome to Circle's Western Movie Nights.
Where I come from.
Well, I tell y'all what, the world needs a whole lot more of Miss Jeannie Seely. She is incredible. Y'all, she was the first person to bring twin fiddles to the Opry stage. She just told me that backstage. She was also the first woman to ever wear a mini skirt on the Opry stage. She broke that mold. She was also the first female to ever host the Grand Ole Opry. So that woman, and she said that happened because there was a snowstorm happening, and then she was the only one in the building that could do it. So, but she should have been hosting the whole time. That woman is the greatest. So you guys, you've heard me talk about it the last few weeks, but we have a Facebook group now on Circle. It's one of the other ways that you can be a VIP and be included in the Circle. If you sign up for the Facebook group, you might just get yourself one of these lovely beanbag phone holders. Didn't know that was a thing, but I do now. And if you sign up for the Facebook group, you might get one. It holds your phone so you can watch the Grand Ole Opry on Circle. Look at that. But if you go to facebook.com/groups/Circle All Access, you can join our Circle Facebook group, be the first in the know. You get exclusive content from your favorite artists, and you'll be the first to find out about games and recipes, who's going to be on the Opry, all kinds of exciting things. There's another thing that I always have to talk about because it's one of my favorites, the Grand Ole Opry posters. They have a sleek new design these days, celebrating the 95th birthday of the Grand Ole Opry. I love this retro design. It looks great on the wall, I can tell you that. If you get one of these Opry posters, if you want one at home, all you got to do is go to Opry.com, click on that shop. And the best part about these posters, not only do they look great on your walls, you don't even have to frame it, and it looks really cool, but it goes to help the Opry Trust, so you're helping people in need when you purchase one of these, which is pretty great. They're always different too, because there's always a different grouping of artists. Oh my goodness, y'all, I can't believe it's already time for more show. We're gonna throw it back over to the stage right now for the Grand Ole Opry.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. What a pleasure it is for me to welcome this young man back home to the Grand Ole Opry, because he's one of our family members here. I remember when he first came, he was a clean-cut, fresh-shaven young man.
No, he came here, made his debut in 2001. He did something unheard of. He walked out there and sang a gospel song he had written. It was just exactly what this Opry audience wanted to hear. And his career has just zoomed since then. We're so proud of all the accomplishments he's made since then. But he joined our family in 2007. So would you help me welcome him back home? Josh Turner, everybody.
Thank you, Jeannie. This is for all you ladies out here at the Grand Ole Opry House tonight. Let me hear you. Lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. There's no hurry, don't you worry. We can take our time. Come a little closer, let's go over what I had in mind. Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. Let me hear you, ladies. Lock the door and turn the lights down low. Put some music on that's soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go. I hope you understand. I've been thinking about this all day long. Never felt a feeling that was quite this strong. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man. I can't believe how much it turns me on just to be your man.
Tonight's Opry performance is in association with Shriners Hospitals for Children.
I sure could listen to that voice all night long. My goodness, Josh Turner. Y'all have got to check out the Opry town hall that we did on Facebook, because we talked on Wednesday evening and he was telling his debut story, and it's just one of the coolest debut stories I've ever heard. That man, oh, he's just the greatest. And he invited Runaway June, my band, to sing on his new album, which is out, Country State of Mind. We sang You Don't Seem to Miss Me. It's so much fun. So I can't believe it's already almost the end of the show. How does this happen? It goes by way too quickly. Don't forget to post your photos of all the fun things that you're doing outdoors, and be sure and tag Bass Pro Shops or Cabela's and use the hashtag Back to Nature so that we can see all the fun things that you're up to. And make sure that you tune in to the Opry Extras segment tonight, which is coming up very soon. For those of you here, just stay in your seats. And those of you out in the live stream land, just go to circleallaccess.com and scroll down to that Opry Extras banner and click on register and watch. Now next week on Opry Live, it's going to be the first Opry Live that I'm missing since I got to start doing this. Oh, I know, I got the sympathetic awe right here. But it's because I'm playing a live show with Runaway June, so I'm very excited about that part. It means all the good things are happening, and believe me, you are not going to miss me, because Miss Lauren Elena is going to be filling in for me as my host. So it's going to be pretty awesome. She is the punniest girl in country music. You know that you're going to have a good time when Lauren Elena is involved. And speaking of Lauren Elena, she has a brand new show that just debuted on Circle, and it's called Jesus Calling Stories of Faith. It's on Tuesday nights at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. And again, you know that Lauren's always going to be entertaining, but this show is so inspiring and it's just uplifting. So you definitely want to tune in to watch Lauren Elena on Tuesday nights, watch my show, The Southern Weekend, on Thursday nights. There's just so many fun things happening on Circle. But make sure y'all hang out with us right after the show. We got that Opry Extras with sweet Carly Pearce. But right now, for the last time, I'm going to send it back to my good friend who's hanging out backstage, Bobby Bones. Give it up, y'all.
Welcome back to Opry Live. Man, that was an amazing show. And just one part of the Opry's 95th birthday celebration that's going on all month. I hope you enjoyed it, because I'm going to tell you, I sure did. I'm lucky. Next week, our celebration continues with 95 years of great Opry songs. Guiding us through some iconic Opry music will be Bill Anderson, Mandy Barnett, Brandy Clark, Chris Jansen, and Don Schlitz. It is going to be amazing. Okay, before we head down the road, here's one more shot of Josh Turner. Good night, everybody.
Oh, thank you so much. This next song we're going to do here for you, I'm pretty proud of it. This is my brand new single off of my brand new album. My album is called Country State of Mind, and it features basically 12 songs, 12 of my favorite country songs from throughout my life. And this song we're about to play here for you, we did a video for it, and it came out a couple of days ago. This was originally a hit for one of my heroes, Vern Gosdin. This was his very first #1 hit. And this is my take on the country classic, I Can Tell by the Way You Dance. Here we go. Every time I look into your eyes, you don't care a thing about those other guys. Without words, you made me understand what's on your mind. The rhythm of your body next to mine. I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot. Love's either right or it's wrong. that you're gonna love me tonight. Ooh, I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight. Oh, I can tell by the way you dance that you're gonna love me tonight. Oh, thank you so much. Like I say, that's from my latest album that came out a little bit ago. We got the CD out. Of course, you can download it digitally, and we also have it out on vinyl for all you cool people out here at the Grand Ole Opry. We don't have it out on 8-track yet. We're still working on that. I think they should bring cassettes back. There's my cassette generation. All right. Remember when they used to do like cassette singles, and then like on the B-side you would have snippets? Remember that? They'd have like 15 seconds of a few songs on the B-side. Showing my age. That was back when I was clean cut, like Jeannie Seely said. This next song is from my very first record, my debut record, back when I was clean cut. And I debuted, or I played this song for the very first time on my Opry debut down at the Ryman back in 2001. This was a song that I wrote when I was a starving college student at Belmont University, a little song about a train. Here we go. There's a long black train coming down the line, feeding off the souls that are lost and crying. Rails of sin, only evil remains. Watch out, brother, for that long black train. Look to the heavens, you can look to the skies. You can find redemption staring back into your eyes. There is protection and there's peace the same. Burn in your ticket for that long black train. Let me hear you. 'Cause there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. And don't go riding on that long black train. Yeah. There's an engineer on that long black train, making you wonder if the ride is worth the pain. He's just waiting on your heart to say, let me ride on that long black train. Here we go. But you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. whistle from a mile away. It sounds so good, but I must stay away. That train is a beauty, making everybody stare. But its only destination is the middle of nowhere. And you know there's victory in the Lord, I say. Victory in the Lord. Cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. I said cling to the Father and His holy name. Don't go riding on that long black train. Yeah, watch out, brother, for that long black train. That devil's a driving that long black. That devil's a driving that long black train. Oh, well, thank you. It sounds like a country music crowd. What do you think? You think those people in the balcony are awake? Hey, look at there. Shine a light on them, they scatter like roaches. It's like I was just checking on you. We got any Hank Williams Jr. fans in the crowd? Well, this next song is the title track from my brand new record out, Country State of Mind, and this is a song that I had a little help on from one of my buddies, current hit maker, Mr. Chris Jansen. We got any Chris Jansen fans? He and I both are big fans of Hank Jr., and this is one of my favorite Hank Jr. songs, and I'm proud that this was the title track from this record. It was Country State of Mind. Here we go. That hot old summer sun make you beg for your next breath, so you best be on the creek bank late in the shade, chewing on a hickory twig. Pass that bottle, I'll have me a swig. I ain't got a lot, but I think I got it made in the shade. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind, catching these fish like they're going out of style, drinking this homemade wine. Well, if the sun don't come up tomorrow, people, I have had a good time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. I bet the old man's in the kitchen. He's got my kind of music on his radio. Oh, drinking his beer and dialing up the request lines. Mama and old Aunt Joan, they're probably in the dining room trying to use a phone. Me, I'm thinking about that girl and later tonight. Oh yes. Me, I'm laid up here in a country state of mind. people, I have had a good time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. We got anybody in a country state of mind out here at the Opry tonight? You know the rednecks and the preppies, they're in their discos and honky-tonks. Oh, somewhere between raising hell and amazing grace. Lord, I know just how they feel. You gotta get out and kick up your heels. And ain't it great to be living in the USA? I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. Yeah, I'm catching these fish like they're going out of style, drinking this homemade wine. Well, if the sun don't shine tomorrow, people, I have had a good time. I'm just laid up here in a country state of mind. Hey, ole, oh, ole, hey, ole. Thank you. All right, take her out. You good, Eric? Why don't we just turn that TV on? 315 channels of nothing but bad news on. Well, it might be me, but the way I see it, the whole wide world has gone crazy. So, baby, why don't we just dance? Just a little bitty living room ain't gonna look like much, but when the lights go down and we move the couch, it's gonna be more than enough for my two left beating, our two hearts beating. Nobody's gonna see us go crazy. So, baby, why don't we just dance down the hall, maybe straight up the stairs, bouncing off the wall, floating on air, baby. Why don't we just dance? Why don't we? Baby, why don't you go put your best dress on? Those high heel shoes you love to lose as soon as the tunes come on. On second thought, just the way you are is already driving me crazy. So, baby, why don't we just dance down the hall, maybe straight up the stairs, bouncing off the wall, floating on air, baby. Why don't we just dance? I'll cut her up. again, I'm Josh Turner. We love you, Grand Ole Opry. Y'all have a great place now. Thank y'all. We love you.
Well, Josh Turner closing out the show. So amazing. Okay, so for you guys, stay in your seats. But for all of you out on live stream land, this is the time. Go to circleallaccess.com. Scroll down to that Opry Extras banner, click on register and watch, because this is going to be so amazing. We get to hang out a little bit more with Carly Pearce tonight. Nobody can ever get enough Carly Pearce. That is clear with all of these CMA nominations that she has right now. So just so that you guys and you guys here in the house tonight are aware, we're going to bring the curtain down here in just a minute for dramatic effect. So don't be stunned when the curtain goes down, and then we're going to lift the curtain and have the whole reveal of, oh, it's Carly Pearce again. Yay! But this is so much fun that we get to do a little bit extra, because I don't know about y'all, but that show went by way too fast. I need more. So hopefully all of you out there in TV land have gone over to Circle All Access and are getting it all working and clicking on the Opry Extras banner and making it happen. And I can feel it getting very dramatic in here right now. We've got the one spotlight, the lights are dimming. Ooh, the curtain is down. It's all happening. Okay, but they're clearly not ready yet, so I'm going to keep talking here. So, yes. So, the thing is, I just noticed something that you would have never known other than in COVID times, but